hope you all are safe at your home. Okay, today we will proceed our kingdom Animalia simply. Yesterday we had discussed on the three phylums on invertebrate. First is the Porifera, Coelenterata, and next is your Platyhelminths. These three phylum we had discussed in our previous lecture. Today we will discuss on Nematoda, Annelida and Arthropoda, right? All these are we will discuss on invertebrates. When vertebrates had start, I will tell you these are the vertebrates phylum, right? Okay, next is your Nematoda. Yesterday we will talk about the platyhelminths. These are the flatworms. They are called Nematoda or Eskelminths. These are the round worms. Round means their body is cylindrical in shape, so they are called roundworms. These 2 points are almost in all phylums are similar. First is the bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry, you know that if we will cut any animal in a vertical direction, then only 2 equal halves are formed in that living organism. So that kind of symmetry is called bilateral symmetry simply. Next is the triploblastic. Tri means 3 and blastic means germ layer. It means nematodes consist all the 3 germ layers. What are the germ layers? Which make all the organs and organ system in our body, because they have their body organization is organ, so they have all the 3 germ layers. And what are the germ layers? Ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. All the 3 germs layer are present in Nematoda. They are pseudocoelomates. Pseudo means false, always. Pseudo means false. False means which is present but not true. It means coelom means body cavity where organs are present. So their body cavity is not formed by mesoderm. I told you in yesterday lecture, coelom cavity is always formed by mesoderm layer. If the coelom cavity does not form by mesoderm layer, then it means it is not true. So their body cavity is not formed by mesoderm, so that it is called pseudocoelom. Next, they are parasitic in nature. Similarly as the platyhelminths, they are also parasite. It means their alimentary canal is not well developed. They cannot take the food and digest it means they cannot digest the food easily, so they suck the digested food from the host body or host organ. Host means the organism on which they will take their food simply. So they are also parasitic in nature. One example of their parasitic is elephantiasis. It is a very dangerous disease in which our lower leg in the leg, they are entered into the lymphatic tissue and they enlarge their community, and when the community is increased, leg of a human is like an elephant. It becomes swell out like an elephant. That's why this kind of disease is called elephantiasis, and it is occurred due to Wucheria. Wucheria is a nematoda which enter in your body with your skin into the lymphatic tissue of your body, and in the lymphatic tissue it feed on the lymphatic fluid and continuously, you can say that, reproduce continuously and increase their population. And at a time is come where the normal food is feel like elephant. So this disease is called elephantiasis. So much swelling is occur in the feet of any individual which is affected with this Wucheria, right? So it is a very severe disease. So many thousands of Wucheria are present in our lymphatic tissue. It is a very cause very pain. It's panic disease actually. So this is a very harmful disease simply, you can say that. And one more example of nematoda is Ascaris. So nematoda is collectively is called a roundworm, and the main important point which you need to learn about the nematoda is the pseudocoelom, and they are also called roundworms or cylindrical worm. You can say that their body is cylindrical in shape, so they are called roundworms, right? One more important question for 1 marks is elephantiasis. Which pathogen is caused by elephantiasis is Wucheria. One more question is important. Next is your Annelida. Annelies means rings like this. This is the important point for Annelida. These are the basic points: bilateral, triploblastic, you know that. Very important point for the Annelida is the segments or rings. Their body is covered, their organs are present in rings. Completely body is divided into segments and rings are present in the entire body. Entire structure of the organism is called generally Annelida. So Annelida means their body consists segments. Example is the earthworm, Nereis. These are the earthworm. You all had seen the earthworm. Leeches also are under the Annelida. Annelida have one more important character, is that they have closed circulatory system. Before the Annelida, these the phylum which are invertebrates, but their body is not well developed. But in case of Annelida, their body is slightly developed as compared to others, and as compared to proceed the phylum, when we proceed the phylum, right, as compared to Arthropoda, Mollusca and Echinodermata. 3 phylums are remaining in the invertebrates, and it is developed as compared to the remaining 3 and the previous 3 simply. They have closed circulatory system. Closed circulatory system means their body fluid is flow in the blood vessels, right? Body fluid means blood is flow in the blood vessel. That kind of circulatory system is called closed circulatory system. So this is all about the Annelida. Next is your Arthropoda. Arthropoda is the largest phylum of animal kingdom. It means maximum number of animals are present in this phylum. And in this phylum, Insecta class. Insects are the most largest class of animals. Maximum animals of the entire universe are present in Insecta class of Arthropoda. It means insects are more as compared to any other animals which are present in our animal kingdom. Important point for this is joint appendages and open circulatory system. It has closed. It is more developed as compared to Arthropoda, but Arthropoda has open circulatory system. It means their blood does not flow in the blood vessel. Their blood is flow from one chamber to another. Like this, chambers are present in the cockroach. They are connected with each other, and blood is flow from one chamber to another chamber. There is no any blood vessel is present like this. If blood is in this chamber, it goes into this. There is no separation of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. So this kind of circulatory system is called open circulatory system simply. Joint appendages means like our hand, our feet. These are the appendages. Appendages are the structure of living organism through which we can locomote and we can perform our life functions. So insect have legs. Paired appendages, joint appendages means they are present in pairs. If it means 2 pair, 3 pair, 4 pair, always present in pair, not present in single form. Solitary form of appendages is not present in case of Arthropoda. So 3 pair of legs are present or 4 pair of legs are present. Different individuals have different kind of structure simply. So joint appendages and open circulatory system is a very important point for Arthropoda. They have bilateral and triploblastic. It means these 2 points are almost in all phylum, is basic, simply you can say that, present in almost all, because which have organ, it means they are triploblastic, and which animal do not divide into 4 equal parts after the vertical and horizontal section, obviously they have bilateral symmetry. So bilateral symmetry and triploblastic origin is common in all the organism from the platyhelminths. When we start, not in Porifera, not in Coelenterata. Coelenterata and Porifera are not bilateral and triploblastic, but platyhelminths, Annelida, Nematoda, Annelida, Arthropoda and so on. Further on, they all have bilateral symmetry. Few exceptions are there. I will tell you when we will discuss on that. They have bilateral symmetry and triploblastic. So these 2 points are very common, right? They are pseudocoelom. After this, all are true coelom. They are pseudocoelom. It means their coelom is not formed by mesoderm, but they are true coelom, and further on true coelom animals are present. Simply their body cavity is made up of mesoderm. So whose body cavity is made up of mesoderm are true-coelomatic, but whose body cavity is not formed by mesoderm are pseudo-coelomatic in nature. So these are the common points. After this, the very important points are for the nematoda is rounded and parasitic. Their segments, in case of arthropoda, open circulatory system and joint appendages. So this is all about the nematoda, annelida and arthropoda. Our remaining invertebrates are mollusca and echinodermata. These are the two remaining invertebrate. After this, the vertebrata class has been started. So this is all about all these three. In next lecture, we will discuss on mollusca and echinodermata. Thank you.